fucking big. I mean, they chose to use it as a pillow, I guess. Damn, that was...
Nobody in here.
Hello.
Hi.
I forgot I didn't book it for the guy earlier because of
Guys must not be used to roller strippers.
If you saw our Highway 50 Nevada series last year, you know I completed the Highway 50 passport by Travel Nevada. Now we're working on their digital Sagebrush Saloons passport to visit cool historic saloons across the state. Cheers.
No monster burger this time.
No.
It's delicious.
Oh, cute. Hey guys, Heather here, coming to you from Middlegate Station in Nevada. So we left early this morning from our home in Northern California, and it took us just over 9 hours to get here. We decided to come to Middlegate because we came through this area last year around the same time, and this was one of our favorite stops along Highway 50. It's a really fun place, lots of history, good food, friendly people. So we thought we'd give it another shot. They have camping here for free on the property, so we planned on doing that because we knew we were going to have such a long day of travel. But they actually had a cabin available for rent. So we got this cute little rustic cabin. Their prices are really reasonable, like $30 to $50 a night. They have a little bathroom and shower. So we got here and had dinner and a cocktail, and now we're just sitting outside. There's all kinds of birds around here because they're the only trees for miles on this property. And we're just going to relax, get some showers, and maybe have another cocktail and enjoy before we start exploring early tomorrow morning. And we'll show you where we're going to go.
Today, I know, but I ain't coming back.
Just having some avocado sandwiches for breakfast. Woke up to blue skies at our little cabin. So I got this new Hot Logic. It's a 12-volt food heater, and we have a little 12-volt adapter here in the back of the truck. So we're going to attempt to make lunch while we're driving. I made some burritos at home. I'm going to stick those in there and plug it in, and then try and find some place back here for it to sit. And then hopefully when we're ready for lunch, those will be warm and ready to eat.
A lot of them out here have the hatch welded shut. This one does.
A cool old truck. You know what those are in the back?
I think they're just bow like rockets or something.
Oh, okay. Inside. Looks like some mice have been chewing the seat.
Something backed up and pooped in that.
Oh, jeez. That's funny. There's all kinds of like, I don't know if it's burro or cow. I think it's cow, some of it. But yeah, something backed up to this and pooped in that gas can tray. That little hook in the middle right there.
Can we make it run? Looks all there.
Oh no. Sure enough.
We got a turbo.
I have faith in you, Trey. Drive it home. Our 9-hour trip will be 20. Cool. So this is just one of many pieces of equipment out here from the Fallon Naval Base. You seeing that one?
Yeah, somebody's kind of pried the lid open. So we hadn't actually expected to see any of the military stuff yet until we get to Dixie Valley. But this whole area is owned by the Navy, and they use it for aircraft training, jet fighters and such. And I believe that's one of the targets. And that's why you're allowed here. Instead of using live ammunition, they do it all electronically. So I think that's an electronic target.
And we have a chance of seeing a jet fly over. Pretty good chance. So we'll keep an eye out for that. It's gonna be a dirty road. We've just come a little bit further down the road through a gate. We're on our way to some mines, and you never know what you're going to find out here. Matt Costello, 1866 to 1926. Just one grave out here in the middle of nowhere. Matt Costello was a veteran prospector in the Nye County area. He sold a mining claim for $1,500, a large sum of money in 1926. Then soon after, he was found dead sitting in his cabin. Many believe he was murdered. Somebody even left cash in this thing that says, "To Matt from No Name Wagon Train." Down, just coming down the road, this Gaia says this is Broken Hills Mine, and there's quite a bit left here, so we're gonna have a little look around. Some kind of squawky bird down there. I don't know what that is. Oh wow, that's deep. I can't see the bottom. Oh gosh. I doubt you're going to be able to see this, but there's a huge bird nest in there. And I can't see what kind of birds they are. It's a huge nest though, and there's all kinds of dead animal legs around here.
They've been hard on rabbits or squirrels or something.
Yeah. Yeah, they enclosed all the mine shafts here. All the way down to there. I know. right, we drove out a little further into the middle of nowhere, and we've come to this San Rafael mine. And it's got this huge head frame here. Pretty cool. Also looks like a mine shaft, but they've got it fenced off. Take a look at that. There's also this little pit over here. It looks like maybe an old dump or something. Of course, there's some new garbage in there too, but a lot of it looks old. That's a hell of a nest there.
Wow, that's a pack rat. Oh.
Unfortunately, some a-hole left this whole thing full of garbage. Disgusting. It's too much for us to fit in the Comanche though, so we're not going to be able to do anything about it, but spread the word. Don't leave your trash. Alright, we came down this road that's more of a burro track, it looks like. And we made it up here to the San Felipe mine. And it doesn't look like there's a lot left here, but we'll check it out. Really not much left. There's some cool rock formations out here. I'm being careful looking for rattlesnakes as I walk though.
Will not bite the tongue.
Some old foundation here.
Huh?
Some old foundation here. Will not bite the tongue. Huh. Interesting.
Won't be a litter bug.
Berlin was a silver boom town, which at the height of operations in 1898 had a population of about 250 people. It supported a 30-stamp mill. It declined around 1907 and was abandoned in 1911. It's now operated by the Nevada State Parks and contains many historic buildings in a state of arrested decay. The cabins offer visitors a glimpse into life in a mining camp at the turn of the 20th century. In 1910, a cyanide plant was used to process mill tailings and recover values not recovered in the stamp mill. And most of the major equipment and machinery was sold and hauled away during the scrap metal drives during World War II. Just down the road from Berlin, you'll find the most abundant concentration and largest known remains of ichthyosaurs, an ancient marine reptile that swam in warm ocean that covered central Nevada 225 million years ago.
Found it, turned over to the paleontologists, and that's where they knew to dig. They looked for surface material in the line. I told them we're on site here when they were doing the excavation. If you draw a straight line from G to the left, you'll actually see some vertebrae where it would have crisscrossed specimen 1. So that's where you kind of get that.
So we just left the Ichthyosaur State Park, and that was really interesting. They actually opened up and kind of did a guided tour for us, which we didn't think we were going to get. And then they have this day use area down here, and there's some trees and shade. So we're going to have those burritos that we put into the Hot Logic this morning and see how they turned out.
It's pretty hot.
Okay. I thought you were going to say they were cold. I'm like, oh no. So I would 10 out of 10 recommend that Hot Logic. I think the burritos were still pretty much frozen when I put them in there this morning, and they've been in there for about 4 hours, but they probably were done an hour ago, and perfectly warm all the way through. So yeah, recommend it. It was nice to find this spot here with picnic tables, and there's running water and trash and bathrooms too. So it's a nice little stopover, and we're going to continue down the road. There's another ghost town on our map that we want to check out. We are in the town of Grantsville now, and we passed a mill on the way in that looks pretty cool. There's only a couple buildings still standing here. We saw 2 so far. We're going to see if we can get to the 3rd one. A lot of rock buildings here. Really kind of interesting place. Another silver mine in the Silver State, Grantsville reached a population of about 800 in 1879. There were 10 general stores, drugstores, hardware, furniture, bakeries, mini saloons, 3 barbershops, and a weekly newspaper, The Sun. The boom was over by 1885, but there was a small revival just before World War II, and a few new buildings went up at that time. Somebody left a bag of garbage here, too. Nice. The roof is really interesting.
Yeah.
It's weird, this one is surrounded by swamp. Trey thinks these are the door hinges here. Pretty cool. In 1879, a 20-stamp mill went into operation, and the mill capacity doubled in 1880. Town site lots sold for $500 during the peak mining operations.
There's some pretty huge timbers for this part of the country.
In 1864, Ione was designated the seat of Nye County. That same year, the population grew to over 500 people. The ore production declined in 1866, and the county seat was moved to Belmont in 1867. We're just driving along and we came across this living ghost town called Ione, and it said the Nevada town that refuses to die. So, pretty cute little place. Still people living here. We just came down the road and found this other cabin up on the hill here, and it looks like there's some other equipment here we're going to check out, but Trey noticed this cool thing about the cabin. Looks like it was made from railroad ties, and then they put some kind of asbestos sheeting over the top, but it's not in good shape. Big foundation here, and part of this old car. Trey noticed they hacked the frame off, so he thought maybe they were using it to power something up here. That's pretty genius. We're back at Middlegate Station for a little more fuel and some ice. So we made it to camp, and I was exhausted, so I took a nap in the tent. But now the sun has gone down over the mountain behind me there, and it's cooled off a little bit, and it's comfortable, and we have this beautiful view. We're here at a mine, and it's not the most glamorous spot, but it will do, and the view is awesome, and we should be pretty protected from wind, so that's nice. And I think we're gonna get a little dinner ready here. So for dinner, I'm gonna do some asparagus from our garden, some rice. Wow, the wind really gets up. some of this Kevin's sous vide chicken pre-cooked and just the sauce that came with it. Just throw it all together in a pan. And this is dinner with the flies. And we have our little sample whiskey kit with us this time. But tonight I think I'm going to try this one that I got in my stocking for Christmas. Texas Pot Still Bourbon. Give it a go. In the valley below us once stood the town of Wonder. It was booming in August of 1907 when this photo was taken. Next time on Camp Out West US.